Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first official video. Be an introduction of who I am and what I'm going to be talking about. A lot of times when people get really involved in something, they kind of forget what it was like when they first started. And I'm going to talk about everything because I'm just now starting. So hopefully you guys can relate to it and maybe we can motivate each other. I'm not a professional. I am, in every sense of the word, a student, and I got to get my information off of YouTube and Google, and hours of studying and researching and going to the gym and trying it. So I'm 39 years old, prior service Marine Corps, prior service Air Force. Pretty big in fitness, especially when I was in the Marines, and then life and family and just general laziness took over, and started getting fat. When you work 12 to 14 hours a day on the flight line in Arizona, you sweat and you can eat whatever you want. You're not really going to get that big. And then career changed, stopped having that daily physical activity to the extent that my body was used to, and I gained weight. I gained a lot of weight, especially for my frame. I'm a 5'9" right now, barely over 200 pounds, 202-ish, and I would like to be a lot lighter than that. Yes, more muscle, but also a lot less fat. No more dad bod. So I'm gonna start. It's been about 3 or 4 months that I've consistently been going to the gym and changing my diet. I am from the South, pretty much lived in the South most of my life, and we love sweet tea and Coke, and my Coke of choice was Mountain Dew. I would drink probably a 12-pack a day, and that is an exorbitant amount of calories. So I basically stopped drinking anything but water or my supplements. If it's not BCAAs or a pre-workout every so often, it's water. I do not drink juice. I'll eat the fruit, and that seems to be works the best for me. So I don't like bananas, so I eat apples and oranges. I do count those as macros, and I stay within that. Right now my macros are 175 protein. I try to stay 125 or less with carbs, and around 55 fat, and that's right around 1,800 calories, and that is a deficit for me. Right now I am more in a cutting stage. I am putting on muscle, but I want to be in a cutting stage. Once I lose my gut, I think I'll feel a lot better about myself, and then I can start doing lean bulks. Being 39 years old, getting rid of the fat, it's a lot harder. So there won't be any more dirty bulking or using protein that's not real pure. Research your proteins, make sure they're over 90% pure, and I mean you can weigh it yourself. If it's 35 grams, 90% of that scoop should be protein. If not, that's all fillers. And it's just a quick calculator. Before you purchase anything, you can do the math. So right now I'm using BSN Syntha 6 Edge. It's got lower carbs than the regular version, and it's got 25 grams of protein. It tastes good, and taste is important to me. If it tastes like crap, I'm not going to drink it. I dread waking up to drink it, so it has to taste good for me. And the Gym protein, and that's JYM, that tastes good, but it's a little expensive. I pay for this stuff myself, and that can get pricey. So I switched something just a tad bit cheaper, right around $1 a scoop. So my wife does work out with me. She does lift heavy weights. You'll see her on here. She's gonna be going through this journey also. So our macros are completely different, but we do eat the same dinner. Again, we can't afford 3 or 4 different meal plans, and we can't do that. So we shop for groceries once a week. We do it together. We like the same types of food pretty much, which makes things a lot easier. And our kids eat the same things we do. It's been pretty easy. The first month was absolutely horrific, waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I hated it when I was in the Marines, and I don't like it now. But I'd rather wake up at 4:30 than be fat. So I just had to make a decision, and I didn't like status quo. I just want to change. I want to be different. I hate the dad bod. I live in Florida, and it would be nice to walk around in something other than a t-shirt on the beach. And again, with our schedule, we tried going to the gym at night. It doesn't work, so I just got to suck it up and go in the daytime. One of the big things for me is I have to turn the light on immediately. My alarm goes off, I turn the light on. My alarm is CT Fletcher screaming, calling me a pussy. And again, that's the type of motivation that works for me. And maybe that again has to do with my background and getting screamed at, made to feel like shit in the Marine Corps. But that's my type of motivation. My wife, completely opposite. You yell at her, she's done. She likes the positive motivation. She bench pressed 175 last week, and another female came up to her and said something about, you know, if she gets into a fight, she wants my wife on her team. So that, she'll probably be eating that up for the next month. So I'm going to post another video of what supplements I'm taking. November 1st, I will be starting a legitimate cycle, and you can follow that. But again, I am in every sense of the term a newbie. I do not have all the answers. I have to research it. I follow a lot of people on YouTube to get direction, and I modify it for what works for me. And the biggest thing is just do something. You don't like where you're at, you don't like your status, change it. Do something. The first week you only go to the gym once a week, do that for a month. Just go once. And then the second week, go 2, 3 times. If you're there for 30 minutes, you're there for 30 minutes. Who cares? You're doing something better. And eventually, this week you'll be better than the person you were last week. And then you'll be able to say that you're better today than you were yesterday. So at this point, it's become fun. There's some frustration because I'm not losing my gut the way that I think I should be. But I gotta stop being so hard on myself. It's taken me 7 years to look this bad. It's gonna take more than a couple of months to get rid of it. So this is not something that I'm planning on doing for 6 months or a year. Me and my wife have legitimately fallen in love with this, and I can honestly see myself doing this for the next 10, 20, 30 years. And being smart, we do not train with ego lifting, I lift the weight that hurts me right now, 30-pound dumbbells, for just doing a regular bicep curls. That's a lot for me. My max right now is the same max as my wife for bench press. We've both done 175, and I did 3 sets of 10. I think she did 3 sets of 8. I think the last was probably 6, her third set. So there is some difference there, but again, that's heavy for me, and if I went heavier, I'd probably tear up my shoulder or drop it on my neck. So I'm not looking to be the strongest person in the gym, but damn it, one day I'll be one of the best looking, and that's what I care about. So yeah, if you've got questions, you can ask. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely find it for you. I'm very good at research. It's what I do as a career now. So this is a journey, and I'll help anybody that wants to walk it with me. So yeah, stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, see you guys later.